It is a beautiful Friday morning here in Merrick, British Columbia. And we got some early snow this year. Yeah, dark winter's here, 22 weeks out. And we're counting down the days and weeks on Mike in the Night. Don't forget to join us every Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific time for Mike in the Night. So good to be with you guys this morning. What is going on in your lives? What is happening in your lives? Think about that for a moment. What's going on, guys? What's happening? How you feeling? What are you feeling? Right? And I'm just gonna see here if I'm live. Sometimes I don't know. Nobody gets it. I don't even get notifications when I go live. But anyways, hope everybody's doing well, guys. Just people to understand or know or what's going down. We have. It's kind of weird. Okay. My home, I don't know. Odyssey is like always changing, so I'm not sure what is. Okay, so my channel. Okay, oh, they added a home tab on Odyssey. Okay, so yeah, I don't even know where my live stream is now, but it's coming up. So you go on the live stream tab, you'll see Mike of the Night's coming up, guys. 465. I can't say this on this channel because I'm not special, but a lot of other people can. Fake Brazil elections and a couple of other things we're going to be talking about and what's going down, where and how. And growing up as a kid, I never thought they would ever rig elections like that, like at a scale of like a federal big scale that's blatant. People could blatantly see that it's like, because it's so big, everyone could see through it, right? Anyways, so I never thought growing up that they would ever like fix huge elections like that. And the public sentiment is the complete opposite of what the mainstream media is telling you. Never would have imagined it like that because you could see through it. You're not, I mean, what, you blind? So anyways, looks like Odyssey has changed up its rhythm here. I'm sorry, guys. Every week there's like something different. Let me go to my channel. And let me go to my channel. Yeah, it's completely changed the layout. Before, you would see my live streams coming up on the channel. Now it's got like an edit home tab video thingy. I've never seen that before. So that's new for Odyssey, guys. So if you go on the channel, there's an old Mike of the Night from 6 months ago. Food wars, food riots, food shortages, fertilizer shortages. So that's happening. I'm gonna jump in the comments there in 1 sec when I figure this out, because this is really weird. Oh, it allows me to adjust it. Okay. And it adds me a. Oh shoot, guys, Odyssey is getting good. Look what they're doing. Look, they're allowing me to add sections. Look. I can add sections now. Look at this. This is amazing. Oh my God. I'm gonna be working on the Odyssey channel today, guys. And the episode of Mike of the Night for tomorrow night looks like this one. So it's 465. If you guys want to come on that. All right, guys. I'm in the comments here with you guys. It's afternoon here. Says Poncho467. Billy T in the house. How's it going, man? We got our first snowfall here in town. Early snowfall. We don't get snow until May. Last year we got snow like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day here in town, and this year we got snow like 7-8 weeks early this year. So it may be a dark winter. It's gloomy outside. I'll show you guys. It's gloomy outside. It's hola amigos and bandidos from the penal colony of Australia. That's 1114. Penal colony 1114 is Australia. 1115 is New Zealand. So here's got a little bit of snow last night, and it's nothing major, but we're not getting any sun though. So until we get a bit of sun, we're gonna. So you can see the clouds up there, and you can see them there, and you can see the clouds up there. So there it is right there. Wanted to kind of show you guys. And it's Remembrance Day coming up. So we got Remembrance Day coming up. It's going to be a Armistice Day, or there's different names for it around the world. And all the bankers' wars is what it is. All the bankers' wars. I said something the other day on a video why they assassinated Lincoln, and somebody emailed me and said, "Holy crap, Mike! I actually took a few seconds to look up what you said. Abraham Lincoln did create his own currency. It was the Yankee greenback. It was called the greenback, and basically, that's when America started to see a sense of freedom, because it was making its own currency, right? Because what happened was, when you have these federal reserves or these entities that are not part of the country, they add a tax on to England. So England, after Abraham Lincoln was assassinated and he was circulating his own currency, they were starting to see an uptick of wealth in Americans at that time. Big time. Because people were creating their own currency and creating it within their own confines, right? And not paying interest on money that they didn't, borrowing from another country. So England wrote an article, and in their newspaper the day after Lincoln was shot, "Oh my God, Lincoln was dispersing his own currency without putting an interest rate, or not charging interest to the Bank of England. That is horrible. That can't be done." And basically they were just kind of praising, in a way, that now he is gone, and this problem of the greenback, and and then you look at John F. Kennedy, that wanted to do silver and gold backed currency. He wanted to get off the Fed and make the country independent. And look what happened to him. So 2 presidents that got shot over currency. Lincoln didn't get shot because he won the war in the North, or he won the war for the North, right? He didn't get shot because of that. He got shot because there was something bigger happening, and that Yankee greenback currency was actually a big deal at the time. It was actually enriching Americans, working class Americans. It was enriching Americans across the board. America wasn't in debt to the crown. And you see, when you start correlating and connecting the dots, you start realizing who's really on your side, right? So that's that. But all right, so where's everybody at? Good morning, Mikey. Sitting down watching you with an espresso drink in my hand. My coffee's, I'm gonna go reboil my coffee here. It is what it is in the comments. We got Muzzle Flash in the house, a penal colony of Australia. And let me just pour my cafe here too. I got my cafe. And if you guys are in the area, come and visit me. If you're passing through, I got someone visit me yesterday, and in the morning, and I didn't make a video yesterday, but yesterday someone came to visit me, spent some time with me, talked to me a bit, and very emotional person. What's happening with the family? Family got divided. Now the family that's juiced is very sick. So she was telling me everything, and she's like, she doesn't understand how open and visible, like I'm talking open and visible, you could see the things openly visible right in front of your face, and people still don't get it. They have to trust the science, they have to trust the mainstream media, they have to trust what their politicians are telling them, the same people that basically put them in this position, and that's the problem. Good day, Mike. Winter is officially here. It's a snow day here. Yeah, where I am, we got snow last night. Good day, Mike. Where did you find those penal code numbers, mate? Oh, I made them up years ago. Canada is 1111, and then England is 1112, and then Australia is 1113. No. Canada is 1111. 1112 is United States, 1113 is the UK, 1114 is Australia, and 1115 is New Zealand. Penal colony 1115. We used to say it on Morning Coffee with Mike back in 2017. 2016, we were saying it. So I'm just kind of surprised another channel didn't jump on that and ran with it. And like, look, he's calling them penal colonies, and look at this hero, this YouTube channel. But no one picked that up. So that was Canada's 1111, America's 1112, 1113 is the UK, so go over the pond, and then 1114 is Australia, and 1115. So when people back in the day when we used to do morning coffee with Mike in 2016, 2017, maybe until 2018, people would say reporting from Penal Colony 1114, Penal Colony 1115, right? I woke up 20 years ago. Good for you. Southern California in the house. So that will be Penal Colony 1112. Trust the science is a massive oxymoron. Okay, we got Mr. IMC in the house. Wonderful people. I woke up when I came out of my mother. Yes. We're all given God-given rights at birth. Don't forget that, folks. We're all together in this in the end. In the end, we may be divided by language, religion, but that's what makes up our culture. That's what gives us a culture, an identity. And having an identity is good. But nowadays they're telling you having an identity is wrong. It's no good. And, that's the problem we're facing, where they want to divide us. They've been trying to divide us for years now. Entire families divided over global warming. But I'm talking about global warming back in when Florida was going to be underwater in 2007. That global warming. People divided on global warming. Oh, my daughter doesn't believe in global warming and this and that. I don't talk to her anymore. They were divided during global warming times. Heck, people were divided during 9/11 times. Building 7. Is there John Teeter, too, is saying, is there any houses to rent in Merritt? I think the vacancy is like 0 here. We have a few empty homes in town, like foreign invested owned. They're just empty. They're sitting empty. But for actual rentals, there's lots of houses everything's going for sale now at a ridiculous price. People thinking they're going to get market high, the peak. But, yeah. For rent, I don't even know anything here for rent in this town. Remember, it's a small town, folks. They say there's 7,000 people. I say there's 4, maybe 3. They got to keep it up there so that the taxation could be, Hi, my brother. North of the border, says Daniel. I can't see that. Oh, Daniel Sattler. Am I reading that right? Yeah, Sattler. And all truth and freedom. You're absolutely correct, Mike. Yeah. So that's why we unify under like this one flag or one of these, like I unify with all the people that basically don't, basically see the oxymorons, see the whole BS science thing, the whole trick of the whip, or trick of the, sleight of hand trick. I unify with the people that can see through all that, right? And it doesn't take much to see through the BS, right? It doesn't take much to see through the BS, right? What are you guys having for coffee? Who's having coffee here with me? I know someone's having an espresso. I'm just shaking up my milk's still good, or my cream. I don't put sugar in my coffee, guys. I'm trying to cut back. I think I'm gonna go back to 0 sugar again over the winter. I have a little bit of cake, a little bit of my chin's getting big, so I think I'm gonna cut back on the sugar intake, folks. Oh, you drink black? Yeah, I sometimes I drink black coffee. But when it's instant coffee, I put a little bit of cream in it to give it a little lift. Like real coffee, I would drink black. Like real coffee. Like good Colombian, grounded beans. Like, I would drink that black. Okay, who else is here? Coffee with honey. Honey is okay. Yeah, it is what it is, having an espresso. Do you like green tea? You know what? I don't mind green tea. I don't mind it. It's a good conveyor belt for your system to. Green tea acts as a conveyor belt in your system to release toxins. I have green tea here, but I like to mix my green tea. Usually, I put a bag of green tea and a bag of mint tea together, pure peppermint tea. Sometimes I make my own peppermint tea at home and crush it and then put it in one of those little satchels. But yeah, peppermint tea, I think, I don't know why, but I just got this thing, like lemon water is my thing, and peppermint tea is my tea, I don't mind green tea, though. Yeah, I love coffee with honey. Yeah, I know, honey's good, but it's just, I gotta work on this chin here. I'm already getting a chin. Hello from the OR in Hamilton. Oh, that's our girl there. Ontario, glad I could see you on a break. Glad I could see you on my break, on her break. There you go. Morning, Mike. Yeah. So, There's a lot of people, I guess, waking up to the fact that they've been had, and it's happening every day. It's happening on an hourly basis now. People are signing on to their mainstream media, their social medias, their this, their that, and they're realizing, oh, he died? Oh, he was only 41. Oh, she was only 33. Oh my God, what is going on here? Yeah, and that's why I don't really go on my Facebook anymore. I don't go on Instagram ever. I mean, I have an Instagram page. I get messages on there, but I'm just like Instagram is bizarre. It's all these fake models or fake people asking for money and all these held back messages, and I don't bother with Instagram anymore. And yeah. Good morning. We got Richard. We got Cree's Crazy Life is in the house. We got who's this? Oh yeah, the Saxon of Riverstone in the house. Sorry, there's a Riverstoke. I think Revelstoke close. Well, not close to me, but morning from Calgary. Having black tea and buckwheat honey. You know, I was thinking of buckwheat this morning. Buckwheat is one of the best things you could grow, or one of the better. It's resilient to colder weather. It's more rugged. It doesn't create a lot of weeds. And buckwheat is definitely one of the one of the better grains that you could use. You could even flax it to make other things with flax. You could flax it in a way. Buckwheat's the best, apparently, when it comes to resiliency. Mike will give you amnesty to the MSM. Mike, will you give... No. We're going to be talking about that amnesty on Mike in the Night, because we can't talk about it on here because it's illegal. What we're talking about, very illegal. You know what I'm saying? So... there it is right there. Mike in the Night, guys, on Odyssey this Saturday. I put a link. Guys, you could find the link here under our community section. Community. You'll see it here. And there is a link. Let me see on the community. Right there. It's right there. Mike in the Night. So if you can't find it, go to our community section. You'll find the link there. And it should go right to it. And there it is. Well, it doesn't have a dislike yet. Usually I got like 4 dislikes before I even start. So there it is right there. And the Odyssey channel kind of changed. I don't know why. But it looks like this now. Watch this, guys. It's different. Maybe I'll put up upcoming live streams here or something. I'm going to kind of clean up the channel today. That's my job for the day, is clean up the Odyssey channel. Have it all nice and clean, ready to go. We are here for the news. I was just in Calgary. So down in the news, okay, let's talk about Brazil. Again, another rigged election. And people are like, Mike, you got to be talking about Brazil and this and that. Look, I'm talking about Brazil, folks. I'm talking all week long, week and a half now with people down in Brazil. Portuguese is my first language, so I'm talking with people trying to sort things out, and it's plain as day. And again, guys, look, I don't want to be like, oh, Mike likes to brag about videos he made. Well, that's what I have, is videos I made. And what was the video I made? See, other channels can't just jump into things they said, you know, because a lot of them weren't around. Right here. On the channel, see, our channel here. Brazil fixed elections. I already said it. Like, I said it 4 weeks ago. Yeah, 4 weeks ago. And what did I say? I went through all the thing. We went over all the different... I even went over all of the ones in Portuguese from Brazil, and what the mainstream media was already saying down south already about what was happening in Brazil and how it was gonna... So I was already talking about this right here. And I already told everybody that this was going to happen. Look, this is my opinion. It's all rigged. It's fake. Brazil elections will lead to civil unrest 4 weeks ago. I already knew what was going to happen. Same thing that happened with Macron. Nobody voted for that piece of crap, but he still won. Right? People were protesting in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 in France because of austerity measures by Macron. They wanted Macron out before then. They pulled the trigger on the you-know-what. Macron stays in as president, He just got reelected a few months ago. See? Do you see how it works? That's how it works, right? Yeah, not elected, selected. Yeah, we say that all the time here. They're elected, not selected. Like when Joe Biden was selected as president, that day, I say a Biden selection, now what? Right? So, same thing with Joe Biden. Same thing with all these elections. It's all fixed. All of this stuff is fixed. What are you going to say? It's just, I mean, now people that question, do you remember that Joe Biden speech? Was it last night? Was it yesterday? That speech, he said that people of this right fringe movement that question election integrity and this and that are dangerous. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. Because you, as a citizen, need to question your country's integrity of its own elections because you are giving the power up to somebody to rule you. So if you can't question what these people are telling you or telling you what the outcomes are going to be, and you can't question the integrity of this crap, and you're considered a criminal or a racist is done. I'm going to change my middle name to racist because racist means nothing anymore. Racist is finished now. The whole race thing, goodbye. It's gone. So calling somebody a racist is like, all right, just don't call me a toaster. Call me a racist. You put it on my name tag, whatever, but don't call me a toaster. Okay? So that's where it's come to now, right? So they've destroyed language. They've used language as weapons. And people are saying, Mike, you got to talk more about Brazil. Told you guys 4 weeks ago what was going to happen. And I got a lot of people from Brazil give me schlack on that. It's like, Mike, nobody's going to vote for that other guy. Everybody's voting for the one guy. The one guy that's running for president, the guy that's running against him went to jail. I'm like, I know he went to jail. I know everything that happened with this guy. I know what he's been up to. And I've even received, probably from his administration, death threats. Okay? Oh, Mike, yeah, these people are threatening you, Mike. Why would these people even care about you and this and that? You want to see? Watch this. Watch this. I heard now that there's a YouTube Translate, and there's some stuff on here that I think you guys need to see. I think there's a perspective of what you need to see from a different angle, a completely different angle on things. And I'm not talking about Joe Rogan. So you go on my channel right here. You go right to the bottom, and you'll find my Portuguese channel. Now here, you will find big problem videos. These videos have been taken down multiple times, and I keep putting them back up. These are big problem videos. If you guys watch these videos, and would translate and watch this one, Genocide in Timor-Leste. If you guys watch that video, it's been taken down like 12 times. You watch this, it's over. You'll watch this and translate that into English. Everything you thought of everything is a lie right there. You don't need no 9/11. Watch that. And I got into a lot of, punches with a lot of these political figures, right? And I got a lot of threats, right? These are my documentaries. Let me see here. These are my documentaries. And I got into a lot of fighting matches with these videos that I made. And if you watch some of them, they're beyond what you could imagine. Not a Joe Rogan fan. Says Dirk Zink. Hi, Mike from Niagara Falls. Yeah! We got Niagara Falls in the house. Niagara Falls, Ontario, folks. Or is it Niagara Falls, Buffalo, New York? Right? Truckers should run the country. That's, well, they do run the country. Without truckers, right? Trinica, I think you guys call him by his legal name, Trudeau. I call him Trinica. Trinica likes to, renegotiate the rules as he goes along in this country. So we're getting shafted. 500,000, did you see that article I put up on the community? 500,000 immigrants Canada's bringing in. But it's basically no European countries allowed. Basically, it's no Europeans. Unless they're in a war-torn situation like Ukraine. That they created already in the first place. Woo! So you see where we're going with this, right? We got Princeton, BC. Yo, Princeton, what the hell? Why don't you come up here and visit me? I'm only like, what, an hour away from you? Come up and visit me, man. I already figured, we have been lied to about everything. It's about 95% of everything is a lie. I think the only 5%, like, I keep saying this. I said this on the last video. Life is about what we perceive, and that's it. If I perceive this, or that's a lie, or that's basically what our life is about, right? Perceiving and our perception. And if someone doesn't want to agree, then that's fine. We have our own perspective on our lives, right? And then I believe that life is just a series of distractions, and then you die. That there's nothing more or hidden about life. It's a series of massive distractions, some good ones, some bad ones, and some happy ones, and you die. That's it. Yeah, it's time, that armor of God saying it's time we leave this country to a more God-fearing one. You have been lied to about being lied to. That's right. I can't handle listening to Trudeau talk. Guys, it's Trinica. Okay, Trinica. Trudeau is nice, but Trinica is like little nickname, you know? But life in a nutshell. That's what it is, right there. Series of distractions and you die. Thanks for your great Mike in the Night channel. Okay, on Odyssey. It's a brainstorm with great like minds. It isn't even sometimes like minds. There's people that have different perspectives, different ideas, different angles, looking at things from their perspective, right? So your life is a series of perception on what you see, right? And what you want to believe, right? And no one could change that. People want to believe that that's the floor and this is the ceiling. Well, we can't argue that anymore. We used to argue that and make people sane and make people realize, no, that's the ceiling and that's the floor. We're not going to argue it. We're done. But nowadays, people will argue this is the ceiling down here and that's the floor up there. Then that's the age we live in right now, where people are purposely disinforming themselves to not want to be with other community or group members that don't, you know. But anyways, I'm not going to get psychological on here. Hey, Mike, I bought a Charizard Pokemon base card set for $450, and 2 years later, it was worth 3 large, all because of COVID. That's right. Good for you. Zoolander says, Zoolander, aka Trudeau. One fears Abba God anymore. No one fears the God anymore. Giselle is becoming more difficult to answer these days, says Armor of God. And the Saxon is laugh out loud. Sorry guys, the print on the live chat is like so tiny. Like I might have to get glasses just to do this show. Just to see what the hell I'm looking at. Holy crap, it's so bad. Maybe I might need glasses. I don't know. I'm getting old. I'm 44. I'm an old man. All right. What else is going on? Yeah, I like showing you guys this. Look at Portuguese Africa, Mozambique, Maputo, before it was destabilized by the banking cartels. Let me lower that so I don't get a... Oh, yeah. The Portuguese built so well Africa. It was so beautiful. There was no segregation. Everyone got the job. We had it good. We had the biggest natural gas reserve, and we had it good. But the World Bank didn't want this. The IMF didn't want this, if they existed by then. I don't know. And countries like Dutch, England, France, Germany did not want this. They did not want a Portuguese Africa, even though it was well organized. French Africa is a piece of crap. It's just wars and stuff, and yeah, just people living together and people. And unfortunately, I was supposed to be born there, you see. But unfortunately, They didn't like the fact that the Portuguese were actually liked and well liked in their colonies, and that became a big problem. Oh, Mike, but Brazil gained independence from Portugal. They got rid of the crown. No, Portugal became Brazil. When Napoleon invaded Portugal 3 times and lost, and all the problems happening in Europe, Portugal took its monarchy and just formed Brazil. That's it. Oh, there was no independence. Portugal became Brazil. So, anyways, that's the problem we're in right now. It all comes down to one's perspective. Are you getting ramped up for Black Friday, Mike? I don't need anything. I don't shop for anything. My eyes started going bad at 48. Dirk Zink is saying, "Armor of God, God will keep us safe. Stay put. You don't need to escape. God will keep you safe." That's true. Morning, just on my work break, scrolling through YouTube, says Alexander the Great. Don't forget to check out her channel, Alexander the Great. And Giselle is saying, "LOL, you're still young. Housing has tanked in the GTA. Calgary has cooled." Yeah. Well, because middle class people or people that work full time can't afford to eat anymore. We were saying that 7 years ago. People won't be able to afford to buy food, never mind pay their $1 million homes. Mike is a wise old man now, that's right. I think I was 45 when I got reader glasses. You can get at the dollar store. Oh, cool. Waiting for 10 cities here in Calgary. Amen, Giselle, says Dirk Zink. Yeah, that's what's happening. People are being forced into homelessness, and it's becoming a bigger and bigger problem. And we are starting to see we're getting the afterbite now, and it's gonna get. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of people are like, "Mike, you should do, more prediction shows. You got to do predictions. You always have these great predictions, and most of them come true. Some of them don't, but the ones that do come true are really, really to the point." And I'm really scared about making predictions now, because right now, I already told you guys, 2023 will be the year of the coffin or the year of the funeral. 2023, right? I did say that we're gonna have energy disruptions in March of this year. We're gonna have energy disruptions come winter, and they're gonna coming after our electricity. I've been talking about them coming after our electricity and power for years through EMPs and natural occurrences that they may create to disenfranchise us and put us to zero, right? And my landlord moved out of his own house as he cannot afford it. He went to Edmonton now. I am even more charge of the whole house. Shows you how middle class is getting destroyed. Yep. That's Alexander the Great. And then we have Richard saying, world to become NW colonies. Maybe people have no money. Just the top of the food chain. The top of the food chain is going to have problems. And they're realizing the top of the food chain is going to have major problems. What's the point of having money and having everything and having a good setup if you have no one to run the infrastructure? If there's no one there to pick up your garbage, guess what? In 5 weeks, you have a pile of garbage outside your house. And people will know you have stuff. What good is it when people can't come? You have a broken pipe, something happens in your house, and you can't fix it, or you have an electrical internal problem. What are you going to do? If there's no one to maintain, okay, I'm top of the heap, I have all the money. What are you going to do? You're going to buy an electrician? You can't buy an electrician. Electrician's going to look at you and say, screw off. You're the reason why we were put into this. Especially people that are in the higher levels of the corporate public sector, right? The public sector here is outstripping. The public sector wages is outstripping private sector, and I believe that Canada, in my heart of hearts, is over 50% public sector. I think we're 50% government here now in Canada. I don't see any other way out. Teachers just got $100,000 or 120. Let me know below. Some provinces are start pay $120,000. And I just paid my corporate tax return on barely any money I made here. I had to pay all my GST, had to pay all my PST, had to pay everything. You know what? You get where I'm saying? And I can't ship anymore because shipping is so damn expensive, because they're raising the price of shipping so they could fund their bullshit whatever it is they're doing, whatever it is these governments are funding, right? They're destroying us. They're destroying the private sector. The middle class is getting wiped, and the country by 2030 will be 90% government. This country will be all government jobs. There will be no more private sector anymore by 2030. There's my prediction for today's show. And that is true. And that will happen. Why? Because that's the way we're going. Right? Teachers make as much as engineers. Well, the doctors, see, engineers, most of them are in the private sector. So private sector could only afford to pay so much, right? Keep that in mind, right? Teachers that have 5-6 months off of the year, right? They 100 grand a year. And then now doctors, I think, are at 180,000 or 220 a year now, right? But you're thinking about, well, that's a lot of money. I should be a doctor, or I should be a nurse and make 180,000 or 140,000 to be a nurse. It works out in a way, but it doesn't, because in a way you're impoverishing everybody else that's not in the public sector, and the private sector keeps getting sucked up, right? What's going to happen if we get a government in Canada that wants to balance the books? What's going to happen? My taxes are caught up. I don't even care. Everything for me is caught up. I don't owe a dime to anybody. So I'm okay. But what's going to happen to people that when they do want to balance the books and they start taxing us? Do you think when if Canada gets a new government that comes in, a conservative government that's going to come in and clean up the mess, for him to clean up that mess and to get our deficits under control and to get our spending out of control, either there's two things they're going to do. One, they're going to have to cut the public sector by 80%. And I'm not talking about doctors and nurses will lose their job. I'm talking about the several 100,000, maybe 1 million or 2 million people in an office that have no idea what they're doing, or no idea what their job is. I spoke to a guy the other day via email, and then I called him. He works for a city here in Canada, a little bit east of me, and he says there's a city he works for. There's a guy that works there that makes $220,000 a year. What does he do for the city? He's at City Hall, and nobody knows what he does. Nobody knows what this guy does. He makes $220,000 a year? Yes. And we are getting in, we are having meetings just about how to get rid of this guy because we don't know what he does. So he makes $220,000 a year, and nobody knows. He doesn't even know what he does at work all day. He just goes to the City Hall, walks around, talks to people, sits down, goes in an office for half the day, does other things, but doesn't really do anything. But he's getting $220,000 a year. And that's why my property tax here in my town here, I'm paying like $4,400. Okay, there's no infrastructure here. There's 2 stoplights. Okay, some people say there's 3. I think there's 1, 2. If you want to count the one way out on the other side of town, then okay, we got 3. Okay, if you want to argue with me, yeah, we got 3 stoplights in this town. Okay, we do. But one of it, okay, then we're really going right out of the outskirts of town. So, okay, there's 3 stoplights here. Okay, well, 3 stoplights in our town. Doesn't make it any better. There's no infrastructure, so they're going to tax us to death. So I'm okay. I'm not drowning in debt. So when they raise the taxes, so let's say my property tax goes to $12,000. Okay, I could kind of get by. I could kind of make my way through and all that stuff. It's going to be harder because I'm going to have to raise the price on my stuff. But what about the people that are in debt? What about the people that have these mortgages? What about people that are just swimming in this debt? How are they going to, when they start raising taxes? You get a government in tomorrow that's going to fix the books, balance the books. They have to cut 80, maybe 85% of the public sector for them to balance their books. Because there's no way they can make up the money unless they tax us to death. Literally tax us out of existence. That's the only way any government can come in here and fix this problem that we have. Our governments here in Canada, I'll give you an example as Canada, has been spending money just for the most stupidest and dumb things that do not benefit the people of the country. Now, Somebody wants to come in and fix it. That's their job. That's what they're going to get voted for. They'll get voted to come and fix the problem of the last administration. But here's the problem we have. Either we print a shitload of money, okay? Either the country prints a shitload of money, but doesn't have the backing, so your money gets overinflated. You might as well knock a zero off every your currency. Mexico did that back in the 80s, where they will knock a zero off their two zeros off their pesos. So if I have a $100 bill, we knock off 2 zeros to fight inflation, it becomes $1. Believe me, it's happened before and it will happen again. So what are they going to do? So what would governments do? Are they going to raise? Are they going to print money up the wazoo to keep all this public sector working? Or are they going to cut public sector 80%? Are they going to cut the public sector 80%? Or are they going to tax us to death? So there's one of three options, right? There's one of three options that are going to happen. So, anyways, I just wanted to put that out there for you guys because that's the situation we are in now. That's the situation we are headed now. That's the situation that we have to figure out. Like, this is something that the next administration that comes in is going to have to figure out. I'm going to open the door here. I don't think no one's going to come in right away. It's Friday. People don't show up till like 1 o'clock usually, but turn on my open signs. So when someone comes in, I'll let you guys go. But, yeah. They will tax you to death. Yeah, there's three options. That's the three options they have. Print money up the wazoo. Get rid of all these public sector workers that don't really do anything. There's a lot of them that don't do anything. Like, they make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year off the public tit. And those are the people that would come in my store and tell me how to run my business and what to do better for my business and how to help my customers better. And I'm like, if you know all this, why are you working in the public sector making $200,000 a year? Doing nothing. Yeah, Mad Max is coming. We got crazy Charizard in the house. They will tax you to death, says Grindhouse Cartoons, artbydano.com, artbydano.net. So speaking of, don't forget to join us, guys, tomorrow night on Mike of the Night. The channel looks weird now. I don't know why it's doing this, but it's going to this. They've changed the channel, so I'm going to fart around with this all day and edit the channel. But it looks like this, Mike of the Night. And we're going to be talking about amnesty, fake Brazil elections. So Netanyahu is back too, guys. Don't forget to check that out tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Mike in the Night. It's going to be good to have you guys there with me, and we're going to go over stuff and discuss things, and look at what's going down, how it's going down, and figure things out together. We've been figuring things out together for a long time now. And so I'm just trying to see what else I could show you guys here. Yeah, I see under the community section here, we got, let's see what we got here. Bank of Canada only cares about the rich, of course. And 2030 vision, this is from Australia. And their smart city idea and bullshit is just going to tax the poor. There's the Mike of the Night link there if you guys want to go to it. There it is right there if you want to find it. It's on our community section. And midterms next week, guys. Cases of a respiratory virus surged to a 2-year high. So there it is, midterms. There it is. That's a signal to let you know there's midterm elections in the States. You just have to read this. Oh, there's an election or there's a protest. One of the two. So, and Ottawa reveals plan to welcome 500,000 immigrants a year by 2025. So it's very simple. It's not open to European countries. I did confirm that. This will help Canada's ailing housing market. That's what they're pushing for. Canada will surely be a zero carbon emissions and create more government jobs to learn English. And that's basically what this is for. 500,000 immigrants a year by 2020. So 500,000 per year So 2023, 2024, 2020, that's 1.5 million people, and Canada wants to go zero carbon emissions. I don't even know, like, it's the dumbest thing. And then look at this, guys. When social media puts up an election disclaimer, you know it's a lie. So everybody voted for this guy in Brazil, but they're already telling you, look at this. This is on Instagram. A winner of the presidential election has been declared. See official results at the TSE website. See, I put that lies there. I put that there to show people that, look, now when mainstream media tells you, the results of an election on the mainstream media, it's a lie. It's automatic lie. And former Pakistan Prime Minister shot in an assassination attempt. And Shanghai Disney in lockdown, visitors unable to leave without negative COVID, you know what, test results. And they're raising rates in the States. Home buyers looking to relocate due to affordability, Redfin says here's where they move to. So this is what's happening in Australia. So we ran out of affordable cities in Canada in 2018, Australia 2017, New Zealand 2016, UK 2015. How much time Americans have until Amerifornia takes over the whole country? So there it is right there. Home buyers looking for affordability in the States, and they're going to flip the blue states, red states blue, and they're going to destroy America. From trust the science to trust the tyrants, why there must be no pandemic amnesty. So that's been in discussion. We'll talk about that on Mike in the Night. And Netanyahu is back. Yeah, look at that prick is back right here. That just when I thought we saw the last of this, yeah. Just when we thought we saw the last of him, and Hill Dog's gonna come back. Hill Dog's gonna come back, guys. Hill Dog will be back, folks, and she'll be running for 2024. The midterms will make or break us here in the U.S. It will be over for the U.S. if we don't get all the MAGA candidates over the threshold. They are already over the threshold. They are beyond and above, right? Dano's saying, no, not the Hill Dog. The Hill Dog's coming in. Hill Dog is coming in, folks. Whether you like it or not, Hill Dog is on her way in. Hill Dog's already talking about fixed elections for the last couple of weeks. Hill Dog's already, it's over here, look. Let me see here, where is it? Biden blames MAGA, where is it? Let me just go down here real quick for you guys. So in Canada, they're calling them election deniers. Election deniers to question integrity, climate deniers, science deniers. So there it is right there. The Canadian love bashing Donald Trump, and they love Hillary Clinton and Obama. Nearly half of Canadians report being worse off financially than a year ago. Let's see what we got here. U.S. diesel supplier warns. Let's keep going. Where's Hill Dog? Come on, where's my Hill Dog thing here? Yeah, they probably took it down because, you know, people are getting tired of seeing Hill Dog's face everywhere. But Hill Dog's getting her face out there and getting and come on, Hill Dog, where are you? There. Okay, so we did a mock thing here. We got 513 votes. Don't forget to vote for this. So Hill Dog is already stating the 2024 election will be rigged against her. So we did a mock election on our channel. More people voted for Pedro Sanchez of 500 votes and 3% Hill Dog. So there it is right there. And right there, Hillary Clinton, we must crush right-wing extremist plot to steal the 2024 presidential election. She's already on it, folks. She's working hard for the American people. She's working hard to steal the next election. Yeah. So don't be surprised if Hill Dog runs in 2024 and wins. It's not because people will vote for her. Nobody will vote for her. But that's just the way it is now. Right? Yeah, nothing, same actors, different suit. That's it. No diesel shortage. That's BS. Good. That's good to hear. You as well, Cree. I've been tipped to Mullen tea. It actually helps. Is that Hill Dog or is that a double? It may be Hill Dog. I'm not an expert on finding fake people or double people or fake or actors, right? I'm not an expert on any of that stuff, folks. You're talking to the wrong guy here. But I know that I know what Hill Dog is saying, and her perspective on what she wants you to know and understand. Oh yeah, it's morning coffee with Mike. Oh, I feel so good. Nice, nothing better than a nice hot coffee in the morning. Are you buying Powerball tickets? If you are closer to the U.S. border, you can win $1.6 billion jackpot. Woo, low roller scratcher is always on the money when it comes to things, man. Low roller scratcher. So, well, it's good to, it's good that, that there's somebody out there could win something. Our last or two jackpots here in Canada were 60 million or 65 or 60, I don't know, 60 million or something. But it's I play the lottery from time to time. I'm going to admit to you, I play the lottery. I don't play like crazy, $20, $40 a week. Just, you don't win if you don't play, right? So, I mean, if it comes my way, it comes my way. And if it doesn't come my way, hey, at least I tried, right? Yeah, and oregano oil will help you to not develop infections. I have mullein in my dehydrator right now, but not sure how much to put in. I'm not sure to put in a cup. I'll have to research. Yeah, research your stuff, guys. Share us your information here so that we understand. We're gonna get through this. We're 21. Are we 21 weeks? Yeah, we're 21 weeks out now from spring. I'm counting the days. You know what I'm saying? My car needs a water. My Corvette needs the Corvette I show you guys from time to time needs a water pump. It's leaking antifreeze like crazy. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna fix it in the spring. Now I'm looking forward to do things in the spring because guess what? That means winter will be over. We'll be out of this. So I'm looking forward to, I gotta fix my car in the spring. I got things to do in the spring. I want to take my kids down to Seattle or to see the Seattle Kraken hockey team or whatever. I want to do things in the spring. So plan ahead for the spring. So this 21 weeks will be like just a flash in the pan. Yeah. Mike, I got some news for Saturday. Yeah, just come on the show. Just come on the show, come and talk with us and talk about something. And especially if you're a first-time caller, I like first-time callers. Australia, we don't need to pay for heat. That's good. Well, you guys are in summer right now, right? So you guys are okay in Australia. You're in spring, but you got these cold fronts coming in last week. There was cold fronts coming across Australia last week. It's snowing like crazy here. In northeast Oregon mountains. Yeah. So I'm kind of like where you are. Like where you are, northeast Oregon, if you just keep going straight north, you'll hit the town I'm in, Merritt, BC. USA takes 60% of lotto payouts. It is snowing in Merritt. Is it snowing? Yeah, it was snowing last night. But today it looks like it's pretty clear now. Let me see. I just don't want to... Let me see who's out there. Stores open. And it looks like we got nice weather. It's melting. All we need is a bit of sun to come through them clouds. I'll show you guys the clouds up there. We just need a bit of sun. We don't have a lot of snow. It snowed yesterday. I shoveled my little walkway here. But up there, you got the cloud. Once we get sun in, this is all gone. Apparently, it's gonna be like 13 degrees in a few days above zero. So it's not even freezing outside. It's just an inconvenience. Yeah, I hate winter too. We got an early one this year. We usually get snow in December. I've never literally Christmas Eve we get snow. And I don't know why we're getting snow this early, but I guess the climate changes. Oh my God, the climate changes. It does change. We got 6 inches last night in Prince George. Same. And then it's mush. It's just an inconvenience is what it is. Canada doesn't have billion dollar jackpot. No, we don't even have... Yeah, no, our government, they wouldn't allow the structure to do that. They wouldn't allow in Canada. They give you enough money in Canada to buy a house in Vancouver. 60 million. Somebody was talking about the corruption of some journalist of something the other day that corruptedly made $2.6 million through corruption schemes and stuff. 2.6 million. I'm like, oh, 2.6 million. Oh, so we could buy a tear down house in Vancouver that was built after World War II. Good for him. He got enough money to buy a tear down in Vancouver that you could buy in Alabama for 40 grand. $2 million in fraud and this and that. I'm like, really? Man, you can't even. And then the tax on that, woo! It's like nothing. It's like someone gives you $2 million. So I'm like, for what? Do you want me to burn it for heat? For what? But that's where it's getting to. That's where it's gotten to. Where money now becomes more and more. It's focused on food now. Money is now being focused more on food. Mind you, I got a Christmas coming up, and I've been making a few sales this week already, and I hope it picks up for me because my shipping is just out of whack. Shipping where I am is, I don't know what it is, but it's very expensive. The base rate to ship an envelope, I did double check last night because someone was telling me, the base rate to ship an envelope for tracking in Canada, unless it's a couple of hours away from me, it's $18, and to ship it out of province is like $22 for an envelope with tracking. $22. So I can't. It's not worth it. It's not worth the headaches, folks. It's not worth any of that. 60% of people's income is going to essentials that they will go up more. Remember about 8 months ago I said, guys, buy food. Food is money in the bank. Buy and store food. And then somebody emailed me and said, Mike, you're dumb. Why would I buy food and then not need it if there's no emergency? Food is money in the bank. I have the video we made about it a few months back. Food is money in the bank. Because food, if you buy it at a good rate, like think of it as buying stocks. You buy a pile of food. Let's say you bought $3,000 worth of food last year. Let's say last year. Okay? 2021 you bought $3,000 in food. Okay? You bought $3,000 in food that expires in 2025. Today, that same food, that $3,000 that you bought is like $7,000 today. So people need to understand. That's how you create money in the bank. It's not money in the bank physically, but it's money in your, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we have to stop impulse and frivolous spending. Yeah, but you will normally eat. You'll eat it anyway. Yeah, and that's why I say it's money in the bank. You're going to eat the food regardless. Like right now, what's going to happen if nothing happens in these next 21, or is it 21 weeks until spring? If nothing happens until then, I'm not going to probably have to go grocery shopping for a good, to buy meats. But everything else like rice, beans, chickpeas, teas, coffees, honey, you name it, pastas, I'll have it for the next 5 years. I'm not worried about that. That I'm not worried about. Right? So all I have to basically buy is my bacons and my meats and my beef jerkies and stuff like that. Right? Mike, if people don't understand that, there's no hope. Well, I tried to. So I could die tomorrow, at least feeling that I tried to tell people this for a long time. It's not like 2 weeks ago I came up with this idea to people should buy food for an emergency. It's so I've said it multiple times over many years. Don't forget the gravy. Yeah, you get powdered gravy, put some hot water, works just as good for emergencies, right? Yeah, I have even powdered mustard, powdered milk, powdered in case there's an emergency and we can't get any milk, powdered milk, so I don't know. I'm just preparing for the worst case scenario, just in case, right? Because look, once they take your power out, speaking of power, I got a thin sheet of ice on my roof, on my solar panels. I'm going to go check downstairs and check my inverter, and I want to see how much power is coming in. I checked. Holy crap. It's still, the power's normal. It's getting, the light's getting on the panels. So I'm like, it's still powering 40% of essentials in my house off grid. And then if the grid doesn't, and then if the battery starts to die off or something happens with the panels that they get covered, then the grid comes in and takes priority and keeps my stuff going. That's how I have it set up. So we might have energy and fluctuations where they have energy come on like 6 hours a day, right? Oh, we're gonna only have six. So what happens is my batteries, my big batteries, they go ahead and get charged by the grid. If power is influx, and I can't get sun on the solar panels, I could still get the batteries charged and have power overnight while the rest of the street's in the dark, right? We got the next journey in the house, guys. Don't forget to check the walking journey, the next journey, his channel. His backup channel now is his main channel. His channel got taken down, unfortunately, because whenever you have an opinion about something that goes against the narrative or the status quo, they deem you as a, well, it's not racist anymore because racism means nothing. We said that earlier in the video. Just don't call me a toaster. Call me a racist. Mike Racist Martins. But don't call me a toaster. No toaster. I wonder if the Raven still has his Jesus levels of tuna from 2020. I'll ask him. I could ask him. We got D-Man in the house. Yeah. So, Colony Food Bank. Yeah, remember I did a video back? I got a lot of shellac for it too. I did a video for you guys. Very concerning video because I was really concerned about something. And I kind of want to... let's see here. It's a whiles back though. Let me see if I could find it here. It's a little bit old. It's a video I made. Well, maybe it's not that old. Hold on. Yeah, right here. I made a video for you guys. And I was really concerned about something, right? And it's something I heard from somebody at a high level, military level. And this is what they were talking about. So where's the date on this damn thing? So just a month ago. It's not giving me the exact date. But food redistribution centers coming soon. Food preppers beware, they're coming for your food. What does that mean? It means food redistribution centers, what they're going to thinking of doing is they're going to find people that prepped or people that have food or people, government will say, why do you have more food than everyone else? That's not fair that you prepared. People trusted us. So what they're going to do is they're going to go in and count your beans. And what they're going to do is they're going to bring it to a food redistribution center and give it to people that didn't prepare for this, that called you a nut job in the first place. They'll take everybody's food and give them a 1 or 2 days of rations, and then they'll start equally distributing the food to everybody else. Even though those people call you a nut job the whole time and tell you you're dumb for having food, and then in the end game, guess what? They're taking your food again. So, I just want to... I just wanted to put that out there. I don't think it's going to happen because I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think... I just heard it through somebody of a high executive level and high executive clearance. That is something the government did look at or is looking at doing. Buy a cheese wheel. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. A good cheese wheel. Hello, fellow California comrade Dano. That D-Man's in the house. Sounds like a direct threat to Mormons who are told to stock for a year. I'm not Mormon. They'll never know. But yeah, that's what's happening, folks. Kind of wanted to... Morning coffee with Mike, yeah! Never answer your door to unannounced visits. Sit with the finger on the trigger. In the trigger? Finger in the trigger, yeah. But, yeah, the snow is starting to melt. I think it's going to be in the plus today, like really pluses today. So I'm going to sit back here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Friday, folks. You're welcome to come and visit me here at the Merritt Toys and Games in downtown Merritt, British Columbia, if you want to come and see me and talk. Or usually what I get, like if I get like locals here, like from the town, it's people to debunk me. People come in and tell me that Obama's the best standing president ever, prove me wrong. And then I show them the Fast and Furious scandal with Obama sending military-grade weapons to Mexican cartels on the CBC and CNBC and CTV, like actually showing them on the mainstream media. Oh, there's your best standing president. They're like, oh, you put that up there, right? So it's people come in and they just want to debunk me here or rival me or try to say that what I'm saying isn't full of crap, and that's what I get locally here a lot. So someone's saying, don't answer the door. It will be the worst mistake you'll ever make. Yeah, because for them to kick a door in, they're going to need more than... In Canada, they'll just renegotiate the rules as they go along. So if they go along and I figure someone's in there, let's kick the door in and take whatever they have in there. And this is someone of an authority figure that's put there by the government. They'll just renegotiate the rule and say, well, we heard shouting from inside the house and we need to go in and save the people. In Canada, they'll find ways to, disenfranchise the people, right? Woo! So we got D-Man in the house, Margie O saying she's Catholic. I'm Catholic too, and born and raised Catholic, baptized, First Communion, the whole 9 yards, confirmation. Yeah. So we got Maya Gray in the house saying greetings to my Hillary supporters in Canada. Orange man bad. Yeah. Here in Canada, because everyone watches the Canadian mainstream media, right? Man, they hate Donald Trump with a passion. And they go as far as saying, oh, look at those sold out arenas at the Trump rallies, and they're like, no, that's all CGI. Those people are not there. Nobody supports that guy. He's a racist. I'm like, and it's like this is how it is here. Like, yes, I do have locals that come in and tell me, yeah, Mike, you're right. I get where you're coming from. Yeah, don't trust the food. Look at them spraying our sky. No, Donald Trump actually stirred the pot. He did good for America, blah, blah, blah. So I get people that come in that are on that, you know what I'm saying? That locally, like 5 or 6 people that I could count on my 2 hands, 6 people. But a majority of people come in and it's like, yeah, Jesus never existed. I'm not joking. And this person that comes in and tells me that Jesus never existed and Muhammad preached peace, that guy works for the government. And he doesn't know what he does for the government for $110,000 a year. Yeah, and my taxes go up to pay that guy to come here and tell me that Jesus never existed. Pamela Page is just joining us. How much have I missed? I don't know, like an hour and 7 minutes. I'm just waiting for my first customer to walk in, and if I have to go to the bathroom first, and then I'll move along and leave you guys. But yeah, that's what's happening. That's the situation we are in here, guys. This is the problem we are facing here, is that the perspective that they're trying to feed us, or the perspective they're trying to show us, isn't the perspective that's actually what we are seeing realistically. They're trying to show us something, we see through it, and then they get mad that we caught them. Yeah. Yeah, greetings, that guy, Paul Pelosi. And then why isn't Nancy Pelosi releasing the home footage of what happened? They have home footage of everything that happened. And they could put this thing to bed, and figure out what's going on. But she doesn't want to release the home inside surveillance footage of what happened. I don't get it. Did you hear about the 1,500-year-old, 2,000-year-old Bible that they found? It says Judas so it says Jesus was just a man. Now, don't worry about any of that stuff. You know what that stuff is? Read the Gospel according to Judas that was written at the time. Read the Gospel according to Judas and find out what happened. Read the Gospel according to... There's a Gospel according to Judas. There's a Gospel according to Mary Magdalene. There's a Gospel according... So there's Gospels that were written through people on the ground that were there. There's more proof of Jesus' existence outside the Bible than inside the Bible. Remember that, folks. Jesus never set out to invent Christianity. Jesus never said, I'm going to invent a religion today. He never did. That wasn't his. He just wanted to come and tell us the good news. You know what I'm saying? King of the Dot says Paul came to his door in his underwear. Does anyone sell a good burrito in Merritt, Canada? Nobody. I've been petitioning to the high courts here. In rags. In rodillas. Asking for some sort of, because the taco place we had here in town ran out of town because everyone was eating at the taco place, and all the other businesses didn't. All the other businesses were losing business. So what happened was they ran the taco guy out of town. The city started charging him $400 or $500 a month for water. So basically, now he's in Hope, BC, and he has a successful business, and everybody loves it, right? So it depends on, it's just what it is. I wish there was a nice place to get a nice some mole, some taquitos, like, oh man, what I would give for some really good authentic Mexican food here. Oh my God, you guys have no idea. What I would, if that place would be, if they opened a Mexican restaurant. But the problem is, opening a business in Merritt is so complicated. It's a small town, but it's like, look at me. I own my game store. Watch the Merritt harassment series. I own my own business. I do my own thing. But the amount of red tape and bullshit that comes up. There was a huge write-up about me 2 weeks ago. Here, look. Huge write-up about me here. Huge write-up just before the look. Mr. Martins was guilty of many underhanded business dealings that prompted him to close his business in Vancouver. And looking at his YouTube channel, it is quite apparent he is a narcissist. So this is a guy that was running for council here in town, and he did this huge write-up about me because I opened a business similar to his. And look, narcissist hiding. Look at the website that was made about me. Look. He came to Merritt to clearly steal my ideas. He's always finding ways to undermine my business. In return, I just simply flip him and his wife the bird. I'm trying hard to expose him to the local community. Like they make an entire narcissist, calling me a narcissist. Look, narcissist, see? On his LinkedIn, narcissist gets away with abusing people on his own LinkedIn page. And it's just one after another and for what? For opening a toy store in town? Really? That's what I get for that? So, there's a big Merritt website where all the community goes to and people post their business there once a week. I haven't been allowed on there in 5 years to post my business. How many pot shops in Merritt? I think we're at 3, and I think we're going to be at 6 soon. So you are certainly not a narc. Capitalism. Woo! What? Wow, character assassin. Oh, watch the Merritt harassment series. Guys, go to my channel. Go to community. Go under playlists. You'll see the Merritt harassment series. It's so good. Who is Mary Gilroy? Who is Diane Bronson? Who are all these people? Screenshots, everything I could show you guys. Yeah. Defamation of character law suit is in order. There's no point. I already looked into it. The person needs to have money, right? So somebody needs to have. So when people know they have nothing and all they do, then this is the problem. This is the recourse people are going to be feeling, because people that have nothing to lose are going to be fighting against the people that have something and work for something. And the people that have something and work for something will be blamed for society's problems, right? So you go here to the channel, guys. Okay, there it is right there. You go to playlist, and then you'll see it right there. The Merritt harassment series. So good. So good. Some people compare it to Catch a Vandal, like that kind of video like series thingy. Some people compare it to that kind of like realistic, real time, real feeling. I know Catch a Vandal is not real, but like it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, right? Kind of like that kind of persona video type of real life, real drama video. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the mirrored harassment series. But yeah, this is just 3 incidences, right? I have hundreds of them. Hundreds. Like 700 different incidences of attacks. So, anyways. So what else is going around in your corner, guys? What is going on? It's Morning Coffee with Mike. So good to see you guys. So good to be with you guys. I'm grateful. The next journey is in the house, guys. Don't. Oh, we got Zaki in the house. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the next journey, walking journey. He's in the comments. Don't forget to click on his head icon-y thing. And please, can you subscribe to his channel too? Anthony from the walking journey or the next journey, basically, I don't know how to say it, promoted me or not. Yeah, promoted me. He promoted me, but I'm saying he basically influenced me to start my own channel back in 2010, because he had the Anthony 446 channel that got taken down. His first channel got taken down almost, I don't know, back in 2010 or 2009. So his first channel got taken down, and then after I was watching that one, and then he came back as the walking journey, but that was like in 2012 or 2013, right? So I started my channel in my first channel just after he had the Anthony 44 something. I forgot the name of that channel, but apparently out of control. There is a stray China rocket. Oh, it's made in China. Oh, they're firing it. Oh no. You know what happens when you go buy something at the dollar store made in China, right? That's bad. And then if they're firing rockets made in China, it might backfire. All right, who else is out here? Yep. Margie in the house. Yeah, and Pamela Page in the house, as usual. Our usual suspects here on our live streams are always here, making sure everything's going smooth. And I'm enjoying my coffee here. And yeah, guys. All right, guys. I'm gonna tune out. I'm gonna tune out now. I'm gonna have to hit the lavatory here, the bathroom, and hopefully some customers start rolling in, and things start picking up here for Christmas for me. And yeah, Simon Shaw in the house. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Margie, Pamela Page is crying, and D-Man says, "Me too, Mike. Well, we must be on the same cycle." Have a great day, Bulls Nuts. I keep saying his name wrong. Bulls Nuts Oz, Australia, I guess. D-Man, yeah, baby. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'm here at the shop if you want to come and hang out and talk about, stuff and, I don't know, whatever. I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Take care. All Mike Henry from Texas in the house. See you guys tomorrow night on Mike in the Night. Don't forget to set your reminders for tomorrow's show. And I'll see you guys there. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.